Now listen, before I get done making these tacos, at the end of the day, I told you, these dudes are now borderline females. They don't want to be a traditional type of man and believe in chivalry. They said chivalry is dead and women killed it. No weak men who can't mind their own business. Shador Sanders' mother is not your wife. So why would she wears? Is that a problem? Why is that a problem? The problem is you dudes are so much of a fanatic. You are so much of a fanboy. You actually care what women wear? It ain't like you gonna hold the door open for her if she put on a long dress. It ain't like you gonna take care of her if she put on a long dress. You not gonna put money in her bank account. You not even gonna give her a compliment because, oh, I'm more alpha than you. I'm more dominant. At the end of the day, I told you, this is why you got to stay away from men as a whole, as in general. Listen, if you're a man on a mission, focus on these Corvette C8s and running this YouTube content up. Focus on these Mopars. Use the Mopars and the Corvette C8s to get the Lambo Uruses. Use the Lambo Uruses, create content with that. Get the Rolls Royces. Use the Rolls Royce instead of trying to use women for views. They criticizing his mother and she not even wearing no Lululemon. She got joggers on. She just showing her stomach. At the end of the day, this is America. If you feel like, oh, women shouldn't wear that, go to Dubai. Go to a Muslim country where they cover up. At the end of the day, oh, my bad, you don't got enough resources to do that, so you got to complain in America. I told you these dudes are borderline sus. It's always, look what she's doing. Look what she's doing. Look what she's doing. But look what you doing. They didn't have nothing to say with Deion Sanders put on a dress. I repeat, they didn't have nothing bad to criticize Deion Sanders about when Deion Sanders put on a dress. They didn't have nothing bad to say about LeBron James when he wore an orange Birkin to practice. He had an orange Birkin bag on to practice. Oh, they ain't gonna say nothing about him. They ain't gonna say nothing about Drake coloring his fingernails. They ain't gonna say nothing about Young Thug wearing a dress. Young Thug wore a freaking outfit that was crazy also. So what's the difference from her and Young Thug? Young Thug, oh, I think we should criticize that dude for putting on lipstick and rocking dresses. He was Mariah the Scientist, and it's straight for all clout because his career is over with. Nobody gonna bump that music. At the end of the day, listen, you dudes do not protect women. You dudes are not warriors like the ancient warriors in Rome, like the ancient gladiators. You do not even believe in chivalry. You think women could kill chivalry. How could women kill chivalry if chivalry was made to protect the woman? You dudes are not protectors. You dudes want to go 50-50. You do want to believe in a black community. There is no community. You want to believe in a black community who tell you about, yeah, you need to learn this pimp game like Game God Goldie. See, dudes need to learn this game. Dudes need to learn this game. Oh, female nature, female nature, female nature, female attraction, female attraction, female attraction. What about male nature? What about male nature? What about males who don't believe in chivalry? What about males who don't hold doors open for women? What about males who feel like the woman should go get the bacon and they should sit at home and cook clean? You dudes are sitting at home cooking, cleaning. You don't even have your own house. A lot of you dudes, you live with females. You literally live under a woman's roof. Where is your castle at, but you want to be treated like a king? Where is your castle, but you want to be treated like a king? The king has his own castle. The queen lives at his castle. You live at her castle, but you want the king treatment. You want women to cover up, but you can't even buy her the outfit for her to cover up. You can't even buy her a dress. Oh, I ain't going to do that because she going to leave me. But why would you smash her if you thought she was going to leave you? Why would you get with her if you thought it was going to go south? Why are you dating women that you think if you spend 100%, she's going to think you're a clown? Why do you smash women like that in the first place if you think that's going to be the result? Because you are weak. You need validation. Why do you smash a whole bunch of women just to get a high five from a Chad Ochocinco and he headbutt his own wife? Why do you dudes need validation from other men? Why do you gotta dominate another man? At the end of the day, you dudes are suspect, bruh. Leave women alone. Leave children alone. If she, at the end of the day, I only talk about women like Glorilla that like to push agendas. But besides Glorilla pushing agendas, bruh, leave Glorilla alone, bruh. She doing what she want to do. She a working woman. That's your fault. That's a guy's fault for messing with a working woman. You should have picked better. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have I'm going to just wait for the woman that picked me. Men are now the new pick-me's. Get the woman that wants you. Men are the new pick-me's. Does she want me? Does she like me? Does she like me not? Does she like me? Does she like me not? Dudes are the new pick-me's. And they are bullying women. They gotta bully children in the hood. Yeah, take this gun right here, run in that store, and then that's gonna be your first little trap bag. That's gonna be your first little trap sack. Listen, trust me, wear this shiesty mask. You ain't gonna get caught. Go rob this plug up the street. He got 7,000 in his left drawer. Soon as you walk in, it's a drawer on the left side. On the first drawer, he got 7 bands right there. Listen, I got this AK-47. I've been waiting to use it, but here, you need the money more than me. OG's sending these dudes on dummy missions. Sending little kids on dummy missions. The Hoovers, them dudes need to be put up for life. They trafficking 14-year-old girls. They down and bad, down and out. They have that much low self-esteem. They gotta click up. All you see is when melanated men walk outside, it's 8 dreadhead dudes walking everywhere. They gotta walk with 8 dreadhead dudes. Them dudes is not bodyguards. Them dudes is felonies. If they protect you, they going to jail and they gonna snitch on you. Melanated rappers can't even pay for bodyguards. They need 8 other assassins from the street that's unemployed, that's gonna think about setting a play on you if you don't pay him. At the end of the day, when is dudes gonna realize? All these evil alpha males, every guy wants to be the alpha male now. 99% of dudes, they want to be the alpha male, and if they not the alpha male, they wish one day we're gonna be the alpha male. Listen, Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro, if chivalry is dead, that means men showing strength is dead. That means it's nothing but weak men. Dudes only hold doors open if they feel like they can get something out of it. If they give a woman a compliment and she don't say nothing back, they feel like, no, that was weak. I did something weak. Giving a woman a compliment is not weak. We don't want nothing in return. Let's uplift women. Stop trying to tear women down so they could be down to your level. Because you a low type of individual, you got to bring a woman down to a low level because you can't get laid. Because you can't bust that nut. Man, screw busting that nut. Go bust that C8 Corvette down on YouTube and run up the numbers and then use that Corvette C8 instead of using that thick woman. Use that thick, wide body SRT Hellcat instead of using that thick woman. At the end of the day, I told you dudes, Tony Montana, I told you, no women and children. Boom! Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.